Hi, this is Dr. Stephen with Outclick Magazine. After an anticipated year and a half, we're so excited to welcome back live music. And we are welcoming today Dr. Gary Keating, who is the founder and artistic director of our very own Fort Lauderdale Gay Men's Chorus, who happens to also be a realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty. Gary is a good friend of ours, a delight to work with and enjoy, and talented throughout. And we are so glad to have Gary as part of our program. And a little secret, he was one of our cover models. Gary, welcome to today's program. We're excited to talk to you about the concert to come.
It's exciting to be here. Thank you. The excitement really is that we've just missed making music and being together as a chorus for almost 2 full years. And the joy of coming back together that first night was really amazing.
So before we get too far in, I want to let people know the date. It's Saturday, September 18th, 2021 at 8 p.m. at the United Church of Christ, Fort Lauderdale, 2501 Northeast 30th Street, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Again, the Fort Lauderdale Gay Men's Chorus. I'll go ahead, Jenna, go ahead and put up the website so people can have the website now if they want to buy tickets. But Gary, tell us about the concert. It is a tribute concert in memory of Jim Fahey. Tell us about that. I know this has been an emotional journey for you and so many of the chorus members. Tell us about the concert and what you have planned, Gary.
The concert is called We Are Our Friends and Family here. But Jim was one of our members who we lost the day of Pride. And so we wanted to dedicate this concert to Jim. The whole concert is very, very uplifting, which I'm very excited about. I had planned that anyway, because it has just been such a difficult 2 years. And so found some wonderful new music, and it's very exciting to have the guys come back together. We have new members that have joined us for this concert. Not all of our returning members will be with us this concert. Some will be back in time to sing for the holiday concert, which is already planned, and we have all the music ready to go. So this concert has wonderful pieces. There's an amazing arrangement of of Hallelujah, the Hallelujah that everybody recognizes, the Leonard Cohen, and also a marvelous arrangement of From a Distance, that of course Bette Midler made famous. And then some very up-tempo tunes. We're doing a selection from Kinky Boots, which is very high energy. And so it has a wide variety. And it also features 5 soloists that are doing some just amazing pieces of music. And one that's just plain fun, and that is 4 of us that are singing Happiness from You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. So it's very uplifting. We've got Love Don't Need a Reason and Why We Sing, and a wonderful piece that's new to this chorus, not new to most of the gay choruses, called Walk Hand in Hand. It's been a tradition for many gay choruses to have sung it for years and years.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I always appreciate about your concerts is you have such a variety of music. You will have some tearjerker music, some good, slow ballad tunes, and then you have fun, upbeat tunes. You have something for every one of your concerts, and I hear that again of what you have planned.
Yes, and I have found that to be really important. Not only for my singers, but for our audience. They need to feel like it's an inclusive concert, and it demonstrates our diversity. I was very proud 2 years ago when the state of Florida gave me an award for diversity and inclusivity in my programming, not just for the gay chorus, but also for my high school program. And so I think that helping them to be better musicians so that they learn the classical music, they learn the popular music, they learn different languages. We've sung in a variety of African dialects, we've sung in French, we've sung in Italian, we've sung in Spanish, we've sung in Hebrew. And So I will keep that tradition. I think it's important not only for my guys, but for our audience to know that we're here for all of them in terms of the entertainment value.
Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that, the diversity of the concerts. There'll be a goofy moment with some fun costumes, and you'll bring people in and you'll make people laugh, and then a segment of a nostalgia of something that you'll have, and how you blend all those together. Gary, just kudos to you and your artistic direction. And those, and I think a way too that you engage with the audience, and a way that the chorus members engage with the audience. And I've come to the church and it's packed full of people, but I feel like I'm like, just, it's a concert just kind of right there for me when you all do it.
I hope so. Thank you. That is the intent. And I have to say that a good deal of the credit of our success over the last several years has been the creation of our artistic committee. We have people that have great experience in theater and in writing. And so we've brought them in, and it's not just our chorus members, they're partners who have added so much to the concert. So I really, in many ways, I look at it as choral theater as opposed to just a concert. You're going to hear our members talk, and sometimes they've created what they say themselves. Sometimes we've helped them write to get their feelings down, and they needed some assistance with that. But it gives a chance for everybody to participate. I'm wealthy as a conductor with soloists of high quality, but I'm also wealthy with people that are really excited to participate in any way they can, even if they're not being confident to be a soloist. I have a bunch that they could do solos very nicely, and they still don't have the confidence to do it, but we'll get them there.
Yeah, I like that it's a blend of a professional choir, professional production, but it's also a community choir. It's the guys here, and it's the guys here in our community that get to participate, and I love that blend that you have created, Dr. Keating.
Yeah, it's very, very important to me too, that
Yes.
that there's that uniqueness, and I love the diversity of our ages. We have a grad student from Nova, and we have grandfathers, and I'm a great uncle several times over, and I just love that whole diversity of age and backgrounds. We also, I'm very pleased that we have a reputation that's nationwide. I just got a call from a conductor who does one of the gay men's choruses in the Palm Springs area, and 3 of his singers are moving to Fort Lauderdale, and he called and told me they were coming, and I'm hoping in the next week to be able to meet them, and I hope they certainly will join us. But the honor was that this really, really fine conductor, Dr. Stan Hill, who conducted San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus for many years before Tim Seelig, is the one that recommended them to us, and so that is a very high compliment to us.
I would imagine so, to have that recognition, and I would expect it, absolutely. There's a video on your website that has Jim in the background. I'm going to have Chandler, if we can pull it up and find it. We were talking about that before the video, before we came on. Chandler can pull it up and want to play that. If you want to tell us about that as Chandler is pulling it up here in the background for us, Gary.
Sure. This is a performance that it certainly wasn't the whole choir. I think we had 10 or 12 people. There was a marvelous exhibit regarding HIV and AIDS and the history of it in Miami-Dade County. It was put together by Dr. Shed Boren. And I was pleased to have been involved in the creation of it, helping Shed in any way I could. But halfway through the exhibit, he also invited us to come and sing. And one of the things that was exciting about it was, first of all, of course, that James was there, which he was for so many of our performances. He loved to sing with us. But we were in front of a giant collection of the Names Project. And on the wall behind us was Michael Callan. And Michael Callan was a tremendous singer. He was part of a group called the Flotations. And he wrote a piece called Love Don't Need a Reason, which we performed that night in front of his panel. John Frank, who is one of the original members of this chorus, his panel was up there. Pedro Zamora, who was, of course, so famous from MTV, but I knew Pedro as a 15-year-old when I worked for Health Crisis Network, and he and I would go to high schools so that he could talk to high school students, 700, 800, 1,000 at a time, about being 15, 16 years old and being HIV positive, and what they needed to know and what they needed to do to keep themselves safe. So it was a very emotional night. There's Jim right there in the pink shirt right in front. And as you can see, singing his heart out, as he always did.
We know this has been such a difficult time, and just, I'm sure the emotional roller coaster and the news and everything that's gone on. So our hearts go out to you and the chorus and everyone, because I know you, Gary, personally, that you care so much about the chorus and about the members. This is not just something you direct. This is your heart and soul and what you put into it. And my heart sank when I heard what went into it. And I just, we obviously want to offer our such condolences to you and the chorus, because I know how much you care so much about the chorus and the members. And
I must say, when we did the celebration of life for James, we did this same piece. We did a piece of music we did this same night called Why We Sing. And members of the Miami Gay Men's Chorus and the Gay Men's Chorus of Fort Lauderdale showed up in droves to sing with us, because when you have to sing at a service for one of your members, it's very emotional. And it was such a relief for me to know that my guys, everything wasn't just 100% dependent upon them to sing. And so my heartfelt thanks goes out to the other choruses for being there to support us.
I was there for the service, and it was a huge mass of people that just was there on stage. It was unparalleled. So it was amazing. Now, your concert coming up is going to be there at the United Church of Christ, and it's also going to be streamed on the church's website should people want to view it there. Is that correct, Gary?
That's correct. We understand that there are still a lot of people who are not ready to go out in large groups. And so, but the church holds almost 600 people. So there's plenty of room for, bubbles, people that are coming with their bubble of friends that they're comfortable with, and that we can spread people out throughout the church and the balcony, so that I think we can keep everybody feeling very, very safe and secure. We're hosting our rehearsals there, but not sitting in the choir loft. We sit in the church itself so that we can social distance. And so when we walk on stage, we'll have our masks. When we're sufficiently spread and set to go for the concert, then we'll take our masks off and we'll sing. And then when we recess for both the intermission and the end of the concert, we'll put our masks back on. We recognize that it's important for a group like the chorus that is so well known in the community to demonstrate what we feel are safe and responsible practices regarding this pandemic. I'm proud to say that everybody that's singing is vaccinated. Many of us have had the third shot already, because it's important to keep each other safe and our communities and our families.
Well, we know you've taken all the necessary precautions, and we're excited for the concert. Again, it's going to be Saturday, September 18th. I'm going to pull it back in so you're not just by yourself. Saturday, September 18th, 2021, 8 p.m. United Church of Christ, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 2501 Northeast 30th Street, because we have streets, avenues, and ways down here.
Yes,
I'm from Kentucky. We don't have anything like that. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now,
I'm from New Hampshire. I understand. You go to the Red Barn and turn left.
Yeah, Lexington's a wheel city, so it goes around. So all this Northeast stuff, I never got a chance to learn. Now, Gary, I'm going to ask you, what is the absolute highlight career of everything you have done in the world? And the answer is being on the cover of Outclick magazine. We're going to preempt your answer.
Well, I have to say that was a very exciting moment and opportunity for the chorus. You'll see a bunch of our chorus members there. But I've also very proudly, the Outclick did a story on my husband and I. Arthur, in 2017, came to our home and talked to us about being a longtime couple. And this coming Valentine's Day, we'll be together 40 years. Mm-hmm. So Outclick, I've been very proud to be in Outclick magazine, whether it's as a chorus member, a community member with my husband, my ads for being a realtor. Outclick is a very important part of my community.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Chuck, go ahead and flip over to the article that we did. This was such a fun cover shoot. We did it there when you all were over at All Saints, and we did it outside. And the background, this $10 billion background that we have that was there on the water, and we featured some of the chorus members that were there. And Gary, I'd actually forgotten about that. We came and did the article on you guys as a couple and featured you all. But this was so much fun. This was back kind of when we were getting started and kind of figuring things out. But this was so much fun to do you guys and the boats and the Fort Lauderdale. This is such Fort Lauderdale. These boats in the Intracoastal, they're made such for a nice shoot. Go ahead and flip over the pages, Chandler.
It really did. This is right outside of the church, and it's just a lovely area. And so it made for a great background for the shots of these wonderful, wonderful men who mean so much to me.
Yeah. So what's your favorite part about working with the chorus?
Well, oh gosh, you have stumped me. I would have to say that it has been a really, really difficult 2 years not making music. And so I missed that part of it. But as much as that, it has been just that we get together once a week, and very often more than once a week, because we do 20 to 30 community events a year. We've sung for the World AIDS Museum events twice, and the World AIDS Day. We've done the 2 AIDS art exhibits this year. That was kind of unique. We'll do the tree lighting for Wilton Manor. So we're together much more than just the once a week. So it is a really tight-knit musical community that the chorus has created. And when we went through our tragedy at Pride, we really understood exactly how tight that community was. And I'm very grateful for it.
Well, we are grateful to have organizations like the chorus that bring so much joy and laughter and music to the community and bring the community together. And I tell people, clear your calendars. This is something fun to do. We are honored to have these kinds of groups that we have down here. And to me, the arts community down here is like drinking from a fire hydrant, because there is so much to do, and it is such a rich encounter, and there is just an array of things. We work with you all and the Broward Center and the Slow Burn Theater and the opera, and there's something for everyone. Clear your calendars and go. It's worth it. It's worth the experience.
And I'm really glad that you said that. I've been down here 42 years. I came south to do my master's in conducting at the University of Miami. Then I had the great joy of working with the Concert Association of Florida, the Greater Miami Opera, the Associate Director of Gusman Center for the Performing Arts. And all through this last 40 years, I meet people and they say, "Oh my God, South Florida is a cultural wasteland." And I go, I dare you to find one evening throughout the entire year. We don't just have a busy social season during the winter, but all year long. COVID excluded, obviously, but you can find theater and concerts and dramatic productions and dance and art. It's all here, and it's going on every single day. And there's just no way everyone could get to all of it. And so much of it is so spectacular.
From Kravis to Broward Center to Arts to the Wick Theater to the Coral Springs Center to the Arts to Island City Stage, the smaller centers to two gay choruses here to the one in Miami. We have 3 symphonies that you can go to.
Exactly.
And I'm just getting started. And there is just no, back before COVID, when everything was going on, we had 80 pages of arts and entertainment going on. It was a lot for us to keep up with. But we had 80 pages, and they're all coming back. But
well, and you're just talking about what we have locally. And there are things that, come to the area as well. So it almost doubles.
Yep. And Broadway's coming back, and we're excited for the Broadway season to come back. We've got some fabulous shows, Gary.
I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for Come From Away.
Yep, it's Come From Away. Tell us, I've got a couple last questions. Do you have anything in the works planning you're allowed to share and want people to know about?
Yes, we're well on our way with our holiday season. Okay. The guys have developed a great confidence, and I'm really proud of that confidence. I hope it comes from the voice lessons and the work that I do helping them learn to read music. But we're doing more and more a cappella music, and some of it is unique and wonderful. We've discovered some great pieces from the Brigham Young University men's singers. Obviously, we've done several pieces from several of the other, really major, well-known a cappella groups. And that music is hard, and these guys are working so diligently to learn it, and it is exciting to listen to. So we've got all of that coming, looking at bringing back Lisa Vroman, who, of course, sang the role of the lead role in Phantom more than any other soprano in history. She's called me twice in the last 2 months going, I don't have a South Florida date. I don't have a South Florida date. So we're working on what to do to bring she and also Martha back. They were a great pair to sing with, and looking forward to having them, on our stage again.
And that's another thing I forgot to mention. And you bring in other soloists that really mix it up. You've had a couple female soloists that really mix it up. So I'm sure you've got some great plans for that.
Alexander Zanos, and can't wait to bring him back again. What a great, incredible local talent. This is a young man with more talent in his right hand than most people will have in a lifetime. And it just thrills me to death to be able to feature him.
A lot more to come, and Gary's creativity at work along with his team. Gary, is there anything you wanted to cover that I didn't ask?
No, except to say we are always looking for new members.
Okay. The choir director always makes a plug for new members. We got to put that in.
Absolutely. And I think the nice thing, the surprise that most people have is that, do I do an individual audition? Do you have to come with music prepared? No, come sit in with my rehearsal. I have to brag. Most of the time I can hear what I need to hear as long as they sing out a little bit in the rehearsal, and I can hear that voice and know what I would like to know from it. And if not, then I'll listen to it individually at the end of the rehearsal. But auditions are not painful. They're not like a firing squad. And most people have come and said, oh, that was so much fun. And that's what it's supposed to be. We'll work hard. I can be tough as nails when I need to be with the chorus, they'll tell you. But I think I'm also incredibly supportive. And I really like to be have the teacher part of me come forward and helping them learn how to be good singers, but also learn the musical skills to be able to read, so that learning new music is not painful, but an actual pleasure.
I want to add that might be the secondary reason why people join the chorus. The primary reason I hear is that they like making the friends and the friendship and as we say in church, the fellowship. They go for that. So I may override you a little bit. They like going and seeing the people every week.
Yes.
And they like making the friendship and the bond that they have.
Yeah.
Might be primary over the music. I don't know, because they make a lot of really good friends and they come out with, I miss the people. And I will tell you, I forgot this. I was on the board for 2 years.
Yes, you were.
I had the honor of being on the board, and it was quite emotional when I stepped down. It was harder than I thought to step away from the board, because they were we did a lot of work, and it was harder to leave the board than I thought. And so I have a special attachment for the chorus and the work you all do. And I think we saw a lot of progress. And so I'm honored to have been part of the chorus. So singing or not, come and make some new friends. And so I hear people say, I have a hard time making friends. And I say, go join Gary's chorus.
There you go. And our board has grown. It's more than doubled in size with community members. And so we have some very, very inspired leadership on our board from the community, which is just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they can come and mouth watermelon the whole time and just make friends in the chorus if they're hard time making friends. There you go.
There we go.
And I say that in jest. But anyway, Chandler, if you can put up their website at the bottom where people can find information about the chorus, they can contact Gary. It's Fort Lauderdale GayMen'sChorus.org, if we have that correct, Gary.
That's correct.
And then they can, they've got your Facebook site and your YouTube site as well to find out ticket information and others. And again, the concert is coming up Saturday, September 18th, 2021, 8 p.m. at the United Church of Christ, Fort Lauderdale. We look forward to that, Gary. Look forward to seeing you all on stage and everyone's smiling faces. If you'd like to keep up with us, we are outclick.com. outclique.com, or you can text, if Chandler will get that up for us, OCQ to 22828 to stay updated on us. Gary, again, thanks. It's a pleasure. It's always great to see your smiling face, and we look forward to a successful 2021-2022 season coming up. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us, and stay safe and have a great evening.